At this classic old British boozer, what's quickly apparent is that this pub is not what it first appeared. Bringing together two of our most well-loved cultural ideas, good old British beer and a cracking curry. I reckon Gujarati chef Amita has hit on a genius formula.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
How are you?
Nice to see you.
I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah?
You've got a good reputation.
Thank you.
Tuesday night, it's packed out there.
Yes?
It's all a bit chaotic, but look at this lovely food. He's going out with a wok, he's got the flatbreads, he's got the rice. And hey, big boy. Wait. We've got the skewers here, we've got chicken wings.
And we've got some fish pakora, which is fish in a temporary...
To offer this localised Indian fare, Amita relies on a bunch of diverse chefs.
He's from Punjab, he's from Kerala, and these two are from Nepal.
So you have to know how to bollock everyone in different languages.
Let's hope she goes easy on me, because Amita's got a classic dish that I want to learn.
What are we making, Tiger?
We're making a stuffed potato aubergine curry. It's a Gujarati dish. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah.
We'll take a bit of masala. Put some coriander in there.
I love coriander.
Yeah, haldi.
How many?
No, look at it. Sorry.
This is the way to learn how to cook. She just taught me a recipe just by literally shouting out the quantities. So we've got a whole load of coriander, and we've got some garam masala and tomato puree, and we're making this kind of thick paste, and then we're going to stuff it in these aubergines. So use my fingers, you reckon?
I use fingers anyway.
You just squash them in, and of course then it gets laid in that curry over there.
And that's just the basic Gujarati stuffed aubergine, the way we do it at home, the way we eat it. Yeah.
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 Delicious.
Yeah.
One thing's for sure, us Brits have embraced spices and tucked them well and truly under our magpie little wings. Head chef Amita from the Indian pub last night wants to show me what modern Leicester food is all about.
And they've got loads of Indian stuff, what we normally do it in our cooking.
So she's taking me to Leicester's fruit and veg market.
You came here at 13, didn't you? There must have been a time where you were really having to make do with what there was here.
Yeah, when we came over, it was just like cabbage, spinach, Brussels, all cabbage, all English stuff what we used to get.
But it must be lovely for you to see these things.
Oh yes, yes.
Julie's stall is a proper celebration of international veg. And this stuff represents a myriad of Leicester's diverse community.
Hello, Julie.
Hi, it's Julie.
How are you? Oh, and you're Lee.
Yeah.
You look about as Anglo-Saxon as I've ever seen. These beans, are these something that you use a lot of?
These are snake beans. We can also
Never
make
seen them.
If you like, you're doing a vegetable curry, they're fantastic.
So what do you think about these two English folk doing all these lovely...
And it's
Because
not-
you're looking after many communities
Yeah,
here.
but the thing is, it's not just English. They can speak Gujarati. They
Yeah.
can make our customers
we can speak a little bit.
Bokra ketla na છે? આ ભીંડા.
£4 40 penny.
મોંઘા છે.
बहुत महंगा है.
બહુ મોંઘા છે.
बहुत महंगा है.
Okay.
Now you're haggling each other. You're having arguments in Gujarati. So tell me about some of this stuff then.
This is a bitter in taste,
Right.
but these are very good for, who's got diabetes.
Right.
The first fresh juice, first thing in the morning, made out of Kerala.
Right.
It's really, really good.
To sort out your
just
blood sugar level and all that.
Cool. Papaya.
Oh, I know what papaya is. They're a different
That's
shape
not
though.
fruit.
that's green.
Jamaicans use that for tenderising their meat.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I rub it all over myself?
No, you can try.
What, to tenderise yourself?
35, you know, I've got to make an effort. I'm going to buy some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I want to try these beans as well. Can I give you a handful? For me, this is a real celebration of being British because you've got the old school here, embracing, diversifying really, isn't it?
Have you used Indian onions before?
Indian onions.
Oh,
These are
good
Indian
God.
onions.
You'll never try another onion.
Yeah, make a curry out
Oh,
of
well, give us a couple. That's amazing. What's different about them?
They're sweet on, they've got a little bit of heat maybe.
Dude, we've got to put some of that in there as well.
Yeah.
Delicious. Bless you. Well, that's the best 10 quid I've ever spent. Look after her.
Nice seeing you.
Keep cooking
I
with
love
those.
you.
It's great to see classic trades diversifying. And I can't wait to get cooking with my unusual goodies. The best thing for all that lovely veg is an old school ploughman's lunch with that Indian twist, homemade Piccalilli. And there's nothing better to pop on a ploughman's than a pork pie. So we're in this beautiful kitchen next to the pie shop, and this is a perfect opportunity
to do one of my favourite things to have with a pork pie or a ploughman's lunch, and that's homemade piccalilli. I've got a whole cauliflower, a broccoli, I use 2 bulbs of fennel, big handful of green beans, but I've swapped them out for those lovely Indian beans from the market today. I've got 3 red onions, but I'm using the Indian onions today and the Indian chilies. I'm going to get you to the heart of this dish straight away.
Soak the finely chopped veg in salted water. About 4 heaped tablespoons of salt will do. It'll make it super crunchy. Then get some oil in the pan.
2 heaped tablespoons of mustard seeds. So 2 of those go in. Then I want 2 level tablespoons of cumin. It's pungent stuff, so don't go heaped.
Next up, 2 tablespoons each of turmeric and English mustard powder.
So we just mix this up. I mean, this whole process of sort of toasting the spices is bringing it back to life.
Grate in 1 nutmeg, then finely slice 3 cloves of garlic.
As you can imagine, the colour, the layers of flavour going on here is gorgeous. And then I'm going to throw in some bay leaves, and these are curry leaves. Just a little handful, you can just pull them off like that. They're spicy, they transform curries. It's from the citrus family, so it's got a kind of lemony tang to it, but it's really amazing.
2 heaped tablespoons of flour and a bottle or 500 millilitres of white wine vinegar. Then add a bit of sweet to the sour. 4 tablespoons of regular sugar.
You know, people say that British food is boring and bland. Total rubbish. Good British food has always been that magpie sort of mentality, and things like Piccalilli, which is quintessentially British, you know, obviously comes from India. You can't say that British food is boring. What you can say is you just haven't found it right yet. You ain't been looking hard enough.
Just grate up 2 apples, core and all, you won't even notice it.
You know that's going to taste great.
Get it straight into the spices, then get yourself a couple of mangoes.
These are underripe, which is probably a good job because most of them get sold underripe. But for pickles and curries, underripe mangoes are great because they're crunchy and also they're sour and slightly sweet. And so we're going to get these mangoes in. Right, that is the hub of the piccalilli.
Now it's time for that lovely veg. Just take it out of the brine.
The one thing that everyone gets wrong is they overcook a piccalilli, so it's just stodgy. I want to give it a little splash of water. Just cover it so it's just sort of blipping away. Just cook this for about 7 to 10 minutes, no more. Really good. Have a little season to taste, but also don't be afraid to pimp up the chili a little bit more because, you know, you want it to have that
Now it's time to jar it up. And remember, it's best if it sits for a month. It's only going to get better over time. Serve it up with the timelessly traditional British lunch, a ploughman's. A bit of pie, some local cheese, and a big blob of my piccalilli.
Gorgeous piccalilli. Look at the colours. Come on, Eileen. And yeah, at the end of the day, one of the things that underlines and underpins migration and the movement of people and things is food. You know, food tells a lot of stories, and definitely the piccalilli. And the piccalilli, or the piccalillo as it used to be called, and before that it was called Indian pickle, this has been around the country for hundreds of years, along with loads of other British condiments that we love. You really can tell a lot about history through food.